Hello everyone, I am Dr. Naresh Kumar, Consultant Neurosurgeon, Medical Director of TX Hospital, Uppal branch. Today our topic of discussion is about osteoporosis. This is a topic where most of the people are not aware of what is its definition and also the risk factors. So first, by definition, osteoporosis means weakness in the bones. That means the bones become very soft and they break easily, they fracture very easily. This is the reason for majority of the patients having back pain also. For some of the patients, when we get who come with a back pain, the MRI would be normal, but if we do a basic test regarding the osteoporosis, their bone mineral density, what we call as BMD, it will be significantly low. This itself will cause a severe back pain. So we have to identify which individuals are having osteoporosis and which individuals are having other causes like disc problems or spinal fractures. So what are the usual reasons for these bones becoming weak? Here the risk factors we divide into two things. One is the modifiable risk factors, other is the non-modifiable risk factors. Modifiable risk factors means like patients taking more of alcohol, who consume more alcohol in a week time or a month time based on that, as well as the one who consumes more of an unhealthy diet and also smoking, vigorous smoking and sedentary lifestyle, lack of physical activity, all of this comes under modifiable risk factors. By definition, modifiable risk factors means we can change this, we can modify these risk factors if we have that willpower to change in our body. There are a few things which are non-modifiable, like non-modifiable risk factors means the patient gender. If the patient is female, they have more chances of osteoporosis than a male patient. Also the family history. There are few patients who have a family history. This we cannot modify it. So these comes under non-modifiable risk factors. What are the symptoms of the osteoporosis? Generally, osteoporosis patients, they directly do not come to us by the terminology osteoporosis. They just say they become very weak easily after any physical activity. They are having non-specific body pains, multiple joint pains, and also typically low back pain. Even after half an hour of physical activity, they get severe pain. Then in these cases, we have to suspect osteoporosis, especially patients age more than 50 years, they are more prone to this having low bone mineral density. So we have a BMD test, bone mineral test. This is the only way to initially identify. X-rays will give us some information. Initial X-ray shows bone density is decreased, but to quantify the osteoporosis severity, we have to do a BMD test. BMD test can be done for entire spine, whole body. Also can be done for specifically long bones like femur, tibia. We can do it on individual basis. If the patient is having low back pain, we have to do a BMD, bone mineral density of lumbosacral spine. There is no point in doing BMD of the entire spine. That would be like waste of money to the patients. In bone mineral density, we see T-score. In the T-score, we will score that as standard deviation. If it is below minus 2.5 standard deviations, then patient is diagnosed to have osteoporosis. If it is between 1.5 to 2.5, we call it as osteopenia. If it is above minus 1.5, that is a normal bone. If it is below minus 2.5, we call it as a severe osteoporosis. This grading is useful because we can stratify the treatment based on these things. The patient, whether they require medical management, in the medical management, whether they require only tablets or injections, is all based upon the minus T-scores. So the treatment part includes two things. One is the prevention. We can prevent, as I told you, the modifiable risk factors by regular physical activity, avoiding alcohol and smoking, and also taking vitamins and calcium rich foods, and also dry fruits and the regular fruits can be done. We have to avoid food which are rich in the sodium. That would usually lessen the strength of the bones. Regarding the treatment, primary treatment would be hormonal replacement therapy. We call it as HRT. So this we have to be evaluated clearly by the endocrinologist or the neuro specialist, whoever is undertaking your case. After proper assessment, hormonal replacement therapy or estrogen replacement, what we call as, we have to do that. Apart from that, we have parathormone supplements, injections will be there. For this, we need to document the PTH deficiency, what we call it as parathyroid hormone. If we supplement with parathormone injections, they will have a drastic recovery as well as body pains will also come down. Also the calcium and vitamin D supplements also, they will also help in the treatment of osteoporosis. Overall, in these cases, along with the regular treatment, doing regular physical activity and diet consciousness will definitely improve the management of the osteoporosis. Thank you.